don't know about you, Timmy, but I'm completely done in. Oof.
Timmy, too. He's going to make a nice picture of our Timmy when Timmy and Tevye are home.
Oh, perfect. Just what the doctor ordered.
You'll need more than a doctor when I get out of here.
You hear something, Timmy?
Timmy heard a tiny voice.
Oh, yes. A very tiny voice from a very tiny person.
You'll pay for this, Tabitha Lennox. I'll make you pay.
Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yada, yada, yada.
You won't have your revenge this time, Hecuba, because you're just a tiny little witch in a bottle and you'll never get out. If you use all your powers to make yourself as small as you can, you'll fit into this bottle. And then I can carry you out of here.
Fit into that bottle? How do I know you're not going to trap me in there?
You don't? Of course, I could just leave you here at the mercy of the light. It's up to you. Come on to me.
No! Please. No. I'll do it. I don't have much of a choice. All right. I'm going to try this. Timmy is small. I need to be smaller. Hear my call. It's me you must coddle. Make me so small, I fit in that bottle.
Timmy gets nervous whenever Tabitha says never. Is Tabitha sure Hecuba can't get out of the bottle?
With this cork keeping her in? Oh, I'd be amazed if she could pull that one off.
Oh, you think I'm helpless in here? Well, we'll see about that. Eye of a toad, ear of a bat. Bring your magic to my habitat.
Is Tabitha sure Hecuba can't cast a spell from inside the bottle?
If she could cast a spell from the bottle, she would have done it to escape. Oh, relax, Timmy. We got nothing to worry about.
Thank you so much for inviting me to your wedding. I thought you might feel uncomfortable having me there. You thought right.
I'm glad you want to be there, to be a part of our wedding. I thought you still might be bitter after I broke off our engagement.
I could never be angry with you. You've made your choice, and I'm just glad you still consider me a friend.
Of course you're a friend. I have to tell you, I'm a bit curious about this gift you're giving us.
Well, like I told you, it's something that no one else could possibly give you.
Well, you've certainly piqued my curiosity.
Can't you give us a little hint? No, you'll just have to wait and see. But I can tell you that out of all the gifts you'll receive on your wedding day, mine will be the one you'll remember for the rest of your life.
Oh, Julian. I hate to see you so upset. I mean, we are still getting married, aren't we?
Oh, yes, of course, as soon as Ivy and I are divorced.
Well, then you should let me share in your burdens. Tell me what's bothering you. I'm sure I can fix it, whatever it is.
I'm afraid you won't be able to help me with this one, Rebecca.
I don't just want you to kill Sheridan. I want you to kill Louise, too. Do whatever it takes. Just make sure both of them die.
Everything all right at the station house?
Oh, yeah. They just want to let me know my schedule for next week.
Oh. I don't suppose they have any answers for us.
No. I don't think it'd be too smart to ask the desk sergeant.
I guess that would sound pretty funny. To ask him how one can tell if a person's relationship is the one that'll last forever.
Yeah. Even if it was a hypothetical question, he'd never let me hear the end of it.
I guess not. how does a person know?
Well, see, I think if a person spends enough time with another person, eventually they just know.
You think so?
I do. So I think that one day they'll just look at each other and they'll know this is meant to be forever. You know, and there's something else this couple should do. And they should do it often.
What's that?
Man, I never saw so many numbers before. What does all of it mean?
It's the results of the DNA search that we just did, Chad.
Well, I know that, but why doesn't it just come right out and tell me who my parents are?
Well, it's a complicated, technical procedure, and it may take quite a while to interpret the data.
Okay, well, how much time, Mom? I mean, it already seems like Chad's had to wait forever.
I don't know, Whitney.
Hey, Chad. Any news on Chad's parents?
Not yet. But Eve sure looks nervous.
They still think you're imagining things, TC. I mean, you don't really believe that Chad is Eve and Julian Crane's son, do you?
Sam, I don't know what to believe.
Here you are, Mrs. Bennett. This is the research room.
Thank you.
This is Stevens at the hospital. Tell him that Dr. Russell is doing a DNA search on someone. I don't know if it's important or not, but he said to let him know if Dr. Russell did anything out of the ordinary. Right.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life. Hecuba's awfully quiet. What if she's casting a spell?
I told you, Timmy. She can't cast a spell from inside the bottle. So relax, we have nothing to fear. Oh. Nice try, Heck. But you're still tiny, and you're still in the bottle. And you're wasting your time trying to impress me with your spells. You've accomplished nothing.
Really? Well, why don't you take a look at your little friend?
Timmy, what's happened to you?
What? Why is Tabitha looking at Timmy like that?
Julian, please don't shut me out.
I'm sorry. It's just the father's pressuring me to do something I really don't want to do.
Well, stand up to him. Let him know you are your own man, that you won't do it, whatever it is.
I don't think I can do that. Father's holding this whole business of being heir over my head.
Really? Julian, don't you realize that you are in the driver's seat, not Alistair?
How do you mean?
I mean that now that Ethan is thrown out of the family, just who is Alistair going to name as his heir? Certainly not Sheridan. You know Alistair would never have a woman take over his empire.
That's true.
Besides, I don't think your father even likes your sister.
You have no idea how much he dislikes her.
So, if a couple does that enough times, eventually they'll realize they're meant to be together. Is that your point?
Yeah, that's my point.
Well, there must be other ways of finding out.
Yeah, sure. You can look at the way other people react to seeing the couple together. You must have seen couples together and known that they weren't right for each other.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. You know, works the opposite, too. When a couple is right for each other, everyone can tell.
I think I know what you mean. Like Ethan and Teresa. We'll just have to look at them to know that they're perfect together.
Yeah. I didn't want to admit it at first, but you're right. They are meant to be together.
Luis, I have a confession to make. I know that we've been talking about hypotheticals, but I'm not talking about any other couple. I'm talking about us. I'm wanting to know if we're ready to make a real commitment to each other.
This is taking so long.
Look, I know, but just think how long you've already had to wait to find out who your parents are.
Yeah. Guess a couple more minutes won't kill me.
Do you know anything yet? I'm slowing down the process, Grace. I'm so afraid. What if Chad turns out to be my son? TC will go crazy. Whitney will hate me, and my whole family will be torn apart.
Grace, honey, you feeling all right?
Sam, I really don't have anything to say to you.
TC, this is tearing me apart. Look, I don't think Grace is ever gonna forgive me.
Sam, Grace loves you. She'll get over this eventually.
I don't know. Look, I can't believe I was so stupid. I should have never kept my affair with Ivy a secret from her.
Yeah. I wonder if Eve is keeping some kind of secret like that from me. What if Eve and Julian did have an affair and Chad is their son?
All you have are suspicions. You don't have any concrete evidence to prove it.
Sam, I overheard Eve talking to Julian about a baby. Look how long she avoided looking for the DNA test results. It was like she was afraid to find out the truth. Yes, Sam, I am suspicious, all right? What if Chad is Eve and Julian's son?
You can't jump to that conclusion.
Sam, just the thought of that man being with my wife makes me crazy. Let me tell you something. If it turns out to be true, you better lock me up, all right? Because I swear to you, if I ever find out that Julian touched my wife, I will kill him.
I can't get over how wonderful you're being, Gwen. But still, come on, tell us something about this gift you're getting.
I'm not going to tell you, so stop trying to make me. But I will say it's going to be a huge surprise, and I am so looking forward to your wedding.
Well, thank you again.
I know you'll be happy, Ethan. You found such a wonderful and honest girl in Teresa. I mean, there really are no secrets between you two, are there?
Teresa, we're running out of time. You know that, right?
Chad, I can't tell him. If Ethan knew I actually had a copy of the letter, he would blame me for sending it to the tabloid.
How do you tell him the whole truth right now? Teresa, I ain't playing. I mean, if you keep quiet about this and he finds out from somebody else, he's gonna be shattered. And you're gonna lose him.
What's going on? Why is Tabitha staring at Timmy like that? Tabby? Timmy will see for himself. Ah! You've turned Timmy into a poodle!
That's right, little man.
How did you do it, Hecuba?
You underestimate me. As always!
You're a captive in this bottle. How could you cast a spell from inside?
What's important is that I can. I can keep casting spells in here if I keep trying. Really?